First, I'd like to welcome each and every one of you to the Charlevoix Circle of Arts. We've come a long way since we opened only 3.5 years ago. And we have some very distinguished people here this evening. First of all, I'd like to have all our board members, if you can stand and introduce yourself. Margaret Seligman.
Margaret, docent chair.
She's the docent chair. Betty Boaz handles all the checks. Betty, can you please come? There. Okay. And any other board member in the room? What position? And he helps us with finances. The pianist this evening is Ruth Willis, and she's also one of our docents. We're very privileged this evening also to have 50 artists in this area, and if you notice the press, their names are on there. So I would name them all, but what I thought would be fun is if all the artists that are in this show, and it's called the Plein Air, which is French for outdoors and fresh. Would you please introduce yourself and stand by where your paintings are? I'm going to start with Kevin Barton because I know he's here.
But I'm Kevin Barton, and I just try and create very bold, bright, fresh paintings with bright colors and a lot of depth to them. So
he painted, I mean, just look at the work, and it's like an old master. That Kevin is one of the only artists in the Michigan area that was asked to paint at the Scarab Club at the Detroit Institute of Art. And his paintings are right here. He has an old world style, and he is always popular, and he's like a meteor. He's so excitingly talented. Margie Guyot, would you please go by your beautiful paintings? Margie is on the cover of our calendar. And this is our 2000, this is the first time we've ever had it out this early, so I'm really excited. Margie Guyot's painting is on the cover. Margie Guyot is the most proliferous artist, and she is just, we could paint and pick so many of her paintings. She's just wonderful and so talented. Here's another Margie Guyot's. See how, I mean, this gal is very talented. We're so lucky to have her. And she was the person, really, that organized all these artists to get together. She put them on a blog. We collected many. And all week they've been up in our beautiful Charlevoix, capturing, in perpetuity, as I always say, the beauty that we all take for granted, that we all love about Charlevoix. The barns, the rivers, the waters. So I would like each of the artists to introduce yourself. Jeannie Putman. Jeannie's also in the calendar, and she's a very talented. She paints the paintings that look like right downtown. If you see one of her paintings, you'll know exactly what building it is. She's very, very talented. And where's Beverly Eby? And we had a nice painting of hers in the paper. It's right up there. Oh, she's in the calendar as well.
And Earl Young House.
And the Earl Young houses, the little mushroom houses. She's very good at that. Margaret Moran. And she wears a double hat. Tell them what else you do.
A docent. Yeah, I also have served as docent just a little bit this summer, but I do watercolor and just starting to dabble in oil painting, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I've done those over there in oils. Well, I work in oils.
Oh,
And I also did some 7 plein airs last week. So
I don't believe I'm a calendar girl, but
Next
I
year.
do paint.
We'll just wear our aprons and our hats and nothing else.
That's right.
We'll do the
And
calendar.
I am grateful to have a venue like this to exhibit my paintings. I am ever grateful to the association and the Circle of Arts. They do an excellent job, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm Louisa Grace, or Lou. I have just one painting. I'm a student. But this is so much fun. I walked in here a couple weeks ago because I exercise across the street, and it was, it was too nice to go home, so I walked in here, and people were so nice and friendly, and I just loved it. And so I started coming on Thursday with the Plein Air girls for a couple weeks, and this sounded like so much fun, and you got a goodie bag, and you got all this stuff, and a banquet. And I said, wait a minute, I pay $15, and all I have to do is paint a painting. I have fun all week long.
What you do, we got one over here, and I've got some more on this back wall. And I work mostly in oil. I also work with acrylics, thank you. And I love being up here in Michigan. I feel like my creativity just goes wild when I'm up here. And we're heading back to Cincinnati tomorrow, and I'm a little sad. But we'll be back in the spring. And but anyway, it's a great environment to paint, and I love painting plein air. It's wonderful to be outside.
I will tell you that the most exciting thing about plein air, it has been the most successful art exhibit we've had since we opened. Not to say that the others weren't fabulous, but we have sold probably with these three, and the more that we will sell, 30 paintings from this exhibit alone. So we're very thrilled, not for us, but for the artists as well. The recognition that these things bring for them. We have so many talented people in our area. It's amazing, the art talent that lives up here. So we need to remember to talk to them when you see them. They have a special badge on, and introduce yourselves and welcome them to this area. Thank you, and have a good time.